Yes, okay, so he was gay up to the age of 30. I believe that. And then he became quite ungay, quite quite disastrously. And, well, oh yes, I forgot to say, at the age of 21, he was, I believe, a full professor in Japan. And so that was quite extraordinary. But all those years I've missed out on. Although I'm sure it's all in this collected poems. There's evidence that something happened all that time. And, well, anyway, then when he discovered women, that was really something. Well, I don't know how much one is supposed to tell, but I'll just go right ahead. And God, I hope he doesn't get any paid for this. Now, well, I was just going to say that Oscar Williams, the poetry anthologer, you know who did the immortal poems of the English language and the little treasury of, does anyone know those, the little treasury of this and that, and the silver of that, this and that. And so Oscar had a wife called Jean Durwood, a most wonderful human I should love to have met. And she was an artist, and she did the most beautiful portrait, the picture of which is lost in my house. And otherwise we'd have it here, big. It might be in Yale, Robert said, but yes. It's George and Pegasus, and good company. Let's see. Wait a minute, what year are we? Oh, the discovery of women, yes. Well, anyway, oh yes, that's a strange story. He corresponded with Jean Durwood because he thought she was a man. And then, when he got to America, he discovered she was a woman. See, she spelled it G-E-N-E. She's a beautiful poet. Beautiful. And so, as well as an artist. And so when he got, oh dear, I don't know how far to go on that story. Anyway, he was deeply, when he got there, he was deeply enamored with both Jean and her husband. Briefly, but anyway, he moved catastrophically over the world. And what Oscar said is I think Oscar will forgive me. He's also up in heaven. George is not. Anyway, Oscar said that George writes when he feels guilty. Now you notice how many books there are. Anyway, let's see. One of the people who discovered George was Yeats, and he discovered him and put him into the Oxford Anthology of Younger Poets. So you can find George in that, but I don't know where you find it. And then the other person who discovered him was T.S. Eliot, and T.S. Eliot arranged for him to have all his work published by Faber and Faber. So everything comes out Faber and Faber, except the the true confessions, which Faber and Faber turned down, and so you can find those in the rare book room of various libraries. Anyway, that was strange how he wrote that book. He wrote that book by every time he got on the bus in the morning, a different stanza would come to him. And so that's how he wrote the True Confessions. But then when I looked at it, I got it from the rare book room in the University of Colorado, and I was disappointed. I said, well, he said that this is an account of how inspiration comes to the poet. I couldn't understand it. It seemed to be a thought. Well, you can look and see if you understand it. And oh, okay. So when he says the wife of the workman world with an apron full of children, he means it. He had 21, Sebastian said, and I never would know how to count that. And 4 wives, approximately, and bless her heart. I have a photo, I hope, of Elsbeth, who is the winner now, and God bless her. She has lived an extraordinary life, and she survived it so well. And she started very young. Well, anyway, what I mean is, she was a waitress, the granddaughter of a bishop. Excuse me. granddaughter of a bishop in Scotland, and she must be a very strong person. And Sebastian Lockwood said, she is strong enough to meet, to meet with, counter him with sufficient force. Okay. Let's see, I would like to read the sonnet to his mother. His mother, the one that had the book upside down, during the Blitz in the Second World War in London. I'm sorry, I have to look at the end. Okay, 151. Now this is a very memorable one, and one that we could have all chanted together if I had, carried through. But another time we can. To my mother, most near, most dear, most loved and most far, under the window where I often found her, sitting as huge as Asia, seismic with laughter, gin and chicken helpless in her Irish hand. Irresistible as Rabelais, but most tender for the lame dogs and hurt birds that surround her. She is a procession no one can follow after, but be like a little dog following after a brass band. She will not glance up an Obama, or condescend to drop her gin and scuttle to the cellar, but lean on the mahogany table like a mountain whom only faith can move. And so I send, oh, all my faith and all my love to tell her that she will move from morning into morning. M-O-U-R.